All right, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Um, we got a little known issue here, which is interesting. I think this was posted on the forums previously, right? But what is this, man? The Nexus Crystal input freeze. Known minor gameplay issue that is resulting from running the Nexus Crystal opening animation. To avoid this issue, simply tap the open button in the bottom right corner of the screen to skip the animation sequence, or when spinning a Nexus Crystal, do not tap the screen to skip the animation. Please note that even in a case of game freeze, oh man, you will not lose the rewards from these crystals, but you will need to restart the game to clear the screen freeze. We're going to correct this issue as soon as possible. Yada, yada, yada. Okay. What's up, everyone? Need to do another free-to-play grind? I'm doing a free-to-play grind right now, man. This account is free-to-play, but no, I know what you're talking about. I wanted to do one, man. I wanted to do one at the start of the month, but I got sick. Couldn't do it. Got the old Rona. Crystal Cleanup was great. Congrats on your polls, PG. So far, thank you. Thank you. All right, about the crystal cleanup. I know I said Monday, but I didn't say December 19th Monday, okay? Tomorrow. I'm sorry. I've let you all down once again. It'll be uploaded tomorrow. I just didn't have the time to do it today, man. I'm sorry. Okaj, thank you for them 7 zars. No message. Oh, that must be for a little of this. A little of this, a little of that, a little of... Thank you, dude. What rank did you end up in Battlegrounds, dude? Does it show the exact rank? I wasn't in the Gladiators circuit. Oh, look at that, man. We're in the attack phase and all that. Oh, can we not even see Battlegrounds anymore? I was, what was I? Platinum? I think I was Platinum 1? Right? Because there's what? It was Platinum and then Diamond, right? I think I was like 1 win away from Diamond. And then Punisher 2099 heavy attack crossing the damn map out of the corner. I think crushed me. And then I lost another one, and then I was out of time. So I think that's where I ended. I don't know where I would have ended if I played more matches. I think I would have made it to the Gladiator Circuit, but I don't think I would have been like a high rank Gladiator Circuit or something like that. I mean, I definitely would have been high rank, but I don't know what that translates to is what I'm getting at. What does PI mean? Power Index. Power Index rating. It's your champion's rating. We use PI for kind of 2 different things sometimes, so it can get a little confusing. But basically, there's like the base PI of a champion, which is also known as their prestige. But you see these numbers on screen right here? It's kind of like a little bit of a formula to it. They have like their own base rating. Just for example purposes, let's say Angela here was like 12,000 base rating. And then it gets boosted up by your masteries. And if I was in a quest, it'd be boosted up by my synergies or actual boosts. If I was, running an attack boost, something like that. So yeah. Okay, let's get a tweet out. When do you think we'll get our Battleground rewards? I don't know. I'm sure they have to do some banning and stuff like that. I'm sure they got to clean up the leaderboards and all. So I'd be patient with it. This is one thing where you really don't want the rewards to come too quickly, in my opinion. Of course, everyone wants to open up their stuff. I get it, but you really want Kabam to do a thorough job of banning people who deserve to be banned. So yeah. Dearest at Marvel Champions. Who do you think is the most underrated character in MCU? I've only seen about half the MCU movies. I don't know. I'm trying to think if there was like a standout underrated character from the movies that I saw. I don't know. Can I count Fury as an underrated character? Maybe, because he's usually not like front and center in the fights themselves, right? Plus Samuel L. Jackson is awesome. That dude's hilarious. So I don't know. For me, maybe I would say that. I haven't seen like the newer movies. I saw all the Avengers movies, and you know, just kind of some random ones here or there. So I'd say Fury. I feel like every scene that has Fury in it, I enjoy. Although I will say this, the Captain Marvel movie, I think had a little bit more of Fury in it, maybe. I don't know, man. I fell asleep like 10 minutes into that one. That movie was... I didn't really enjoy the parts that I saw of it. It was just like, I don't know. I don't know, man. But, hey, I've also had that issue with other movies, and then I ended up watching the full movie, and I'm like, oh, okay, I like it. Kung Fu Panda 2, for example, I fell asleep in Kung Fu Panda 2 really early on, and I'm like, oh, man, this was a dud of the series, you know? And then, like, randomly, I saw, like, the end of Kung Fu Panda 2 on YouTube one day, and I was like, dang, dude, I love this. And then I went back and watched the whole movie, and yeah, Kung Fu Panda 2 is cool. So who knows, man? Maybe if I actually watched the full Captain Marvel movie, maybe I would enjoy it too. All right, anyway, let's get a tweet out. Now all I can think about is Kung Fu Panda. Do we just do a tweet about Kung Fu Panda? Let's see. What should we say? An inside source has informed me that Kung Fu Panda will be added to the contest in 2023. Can you confirm? Okay. Yes. I'm down. Okay. An inside source has informed me that Kung Fu Panda will be added to the contest in 2023. Can you confirm? Tweet. Will we get the crystal cleanup video today? Tomorrow. I'm sorry. Probably like noonish tomorrow. I shouldn't give it time. I'm always late, man. Sometime in midday tomorrow. I'm sorry. I know I said Monday. But I didn't say the date. Okay, so I could have meant next Monday. No, I definitely meant this Monday. I just couldn't get it done, man. Here's the thing: the crystal cleanup. I had some time like before the stream today, but the crystal cleanup, opening the crystals themselves takes like 2.5 hours, something like that. You know, and then I cut it down because cutting out all the little lag and going to the next crystal and all that stuff, I cut it down to like, I don't know, 45 minutes, something like that, maybe an hour, whatever it is. And then you know, that just, it takes a lot of time. I thought I would have the time to get that done today, but I didn't. But I should tomorrow. So yeah, those are trailers are for, hyping up the people that weren't hyped in the first place. I think I'm missing the part of that convo. Good morning from DCBG. How's it going, sir? Wilson Fisk, what's up? What's up to everybody else? Let's go get into some stuff here, man. I'm not worried about spending my energy at the moment. Let's just hit the arena. I'll dump the energy later on. Ain't too worried about it. I actually kind of need to get Mantis, even just like a 3 or 4 star version of the champ. Because I don't think I did that in the last round. So just need to make a Disney version of this, and they'll make a gazillion bucks. A Disney version of MCOC? You think so? I mean, if that includes Marvel, like if they also had the Marvel characters. But like, I don't know. Do you really think there's more interest in like Disney? I know Disney owns Marvel, but you think there's like more interest in like, you know, the Disney characters than there are the Marvel characters when it comes to like a fighting game? I don't know, man. I feel like a Marvel movie would do better than a Goofy movie. Which, by the way, speaking of a Goofy movie or Goof Troop or whatever it was called, man, good movie. Dude, I enjoyed the hell out of that movie. I think was there 2 of them? I can't remember if there was 2 of them. But I remember the like Goofy's son did that big singing thing at the end or something. It was all around general good movie. Marvel is the money right now, period, for Disney. It's not even close. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I feel like a Disney game of MCOC would end up being a flop. Only because it's competing with like so many other games, you know? It'd be a fine game on its own right, but I got a word that you, Baldy, will carry out Abydo's Alliance in the banquet event. 12k units, kind of juicy. I don't know if I'm spending any units in the banquet. No, I'm sure I will, because every year there's always like, you know, the unit milestones and stuff like that. I'll make sure I get that stuff. But beyond that, dude, I need to save units for more important things than the banquet. Way more important stuff. See 2 new potential rank 4s there, BG. Who are your top 3 or 4 candidates? Well, Hulkling is a big one right now. Although I'm not sure about Hulkling because he's already so OP. Like, he already gets banned a lot, I feel, in rosters that are more developed than mine. And if, you know, I give players fewer options for good bans, then Hulkling is just going to get banned all the time at rank 4. So, like, maybe it's worth leaving him at rank 3 and investing in some champs, taking them to rank 4 that maybe wouldn't catch as many bans. I don't know. I might still just take him to rank 4 either way. If I don't do it immediately, he'll eventually be rank 4 when I get more rank 4s. But yeah, at the moment I only have 3, so. And Rocket typically is not going to get banned too much. Neither is Sorcerer Supreme. She doesn't get banned all that much either. Or she wouldn't, comparatively. Anyway, you know, as far as like the next in line besides, you know, Hulkling for like stronger champs that I have, well, I have to do the crystal cleanup. That's going to change things. But I kind of want to get Man-Thing ranked up to rank 4. Sassy is a bit interesting to me. I don't know if he's higher or lower on the list than Man-Thing. But he would be a consideration. There's always Doom, of course, but I don't think Doom is really a front runner. I think he's going to stay rank 3. I actually think it'd be really cool to get Howard the Duck ranked up, but he's not awakened, and I don't really want to feed him a gem. So if I naturally awaken Howard the Duck, his stock would go up considerably. PG, hilarious. How can you write NWO and then correct it when you tweet in every single stream? I don't know, dude. I think it's because I'm like, like bobbing my head around while typing that last part or something. If I was just normally typing, I don't think I mess up spelling now that frequently. Bring Kingpin. Kingpin is definitely an option too. Yeah. That's very true. Kingpin, pretty high on the list, I would say. I mean, okay, let's go take a look again. So I-Bomb is another one that's like fairly high in the list, but I don't know. CGR has been doing great for me, but I just want him at rank 3. Warlock is another one that's has potential too, but I'm not so sold on him. APOC is interesting. I don't think I would go with APOC, but I love questing with APOC. He's part of, like, you know, some of my favorite quest teams. So like having him at rank 4 just to have more fun in, you know, content that isn't Battlegrounds, while him still being useful in Battlegrounds, because, you know, he's slow to take down, man. A rank 4 APOC, he's a beefy boy. And even if the opponent has a low chance of dying to a rank 4 APOC, just the you know, slowing down the clock is all you need sometimes, you know. So I don't know, man. APOC is maybe a consideration. I don't think I would go with Mojo. I feel like enough champs counter Mojo, although I don't know, it's kind of interesting because the longer the fight goes on with Mojo, the more deadly things can get. That degen, and, you know, 5-5 MD backing people up against the wall, all that good stuff. It's really nice. Bishop, I don't think is a consideration for rank 4, although he's pretty interesting. I definitely want to get him to rank 3. Maw is another one that, like, could be kind of an interesting rank 4, but he would probably just get banned out all day, every day if I had him rank 4. There's the Howard the Duck that I was talking about, who's rank 1. Same thing with Sass. Actually, is Sassy rank 2? Sassy's rank 2 at least. Level 1, but rank 2. Man Thing was somewhere down there as well. That's probably most of my considerations, I would say. And then, yeah, there's that Hulkling. Yeah, so I think those are most of the considerations. I definitely got to get this guy up to rank 3. I got to get a bunch of guys up to rank 3 at least. That's for damn sure. Rank 4s are more difficult to decide on because those are pretty damn rare for me. All right, Messiah said it over 5. Messiah, thank you very much. Saying, wait, when did I miss you join an alliance? Not only did I join an alliance, but created an OnlyFans page. That's what happened here. Actually, my manager, Abby Doe, he's the one that created my OnlyFans. Yeah. He's Excelsior Abdo. He's my manager. Some might say pimp. I don't like to use that word personally. You know, it makes it sound a little less professional. But that's what it is. What the hell is this bald man? Hashtag false bald prophet. Hashtag godbot. Hashtag Messiah for ultrabot. Hashtag not safe. Hashtag I'll just post the vid. Hashtag Simon has proof. Oh my goodness. The video might be coming out. Oh no. Messiah, thank you very much, dude. GM said over 5. Thank you very much. Saying not much to say, BG. Left the game years ago, but still follow you and still enjoy tuning into live streams. By the way, happy birthday. Thank you very much, even though it's not my birthday. Man, that's one of the biggest compliments, honestly, is don't even play the game, but still check into the, you know, the streams and stuff like that. thank you, man. And yeah, thank you for the 5 as well. Dude, there's 24 people in this alliance? Oh, man, I'm so late on making videos. I really wanted to make a video while there was still very few people in the alliance. Like, the stuff that I have is with very few people in the alliance. The stuff, what's it called? The recordings that I had for the unedited version of the video, at least. Okay, looks like some of the accounts are just alt accounts. Some low-rated alts probably, just trying to squeeze in, fill in for the banquet or something. Okay, let's get back to the arena though, man. I need the units. Let's go, let's go. Does Howard need the awakening? No, he doesn't need it for most situations. I would say let's hold on. Now I'm in a match, so I can't go to the character as easily. Luckily, I just found this website, this sweet website called Aunt May. So here's the thing about Howard. When awakened, and this is only when fighting, you know, mutant champs. He's got to have class advantage for this. He gains some crit resistance, and incoming debuffs have a lower duration and stuff like that. But the big thing when using him offensively in something like Battlegrounds is this base ability accuracy of 115% instead of the normal 100%. So when you think about champs that you want to fight with Howard, one of the biggest ones that come to mind for me, one of the most annoying defenders in the entire game, who's been annoying for ages at this point, is still Domino. Look at that, man. Been in the game for 4.5 years and still frustrating me and many others to this day. But yeah, she lowers your ability accuracy. Yeah, opponents lose 15% ability accuracy. Reduction has no effect against abilities that trigger the fight. So if you have 115, you take away 15, you still got 100% ability accuracy. And I think the way that works is that you're not going to take the degen, and well, your abilities actually work, so that's nice, right? So yeah, that's kind of why if my Howard's not awakened, it kind of takes, you know, lowers his stock a bit for a big rank up. That's one of the biggest reasons I want him. I would use him in other fights. I think he can handle other fights fine enough. He can't do it all like some other champs, but I had a good time playing him. I think he was unawakened when I used him in the new account. I think it was the Finkeldink run, right? So I'm sure I would enjoy him in fights outside of Domino too, but I want to like if I'm ranking him up, if I'm investing in the champ, put him in the deck, all that good stuff. I want to reliably have him counter Domino. Obi Don, thank you for the buck, saying, ever considered having a trailer to hype for your big vids? Sort of. Yes. In trailer, so not in the trailer voice, no, but I have made some like trailer-esque hype videos before. I've done that sort of thing, and yeah, I was planning on doing it again. Okay, but in trailer voice. From the content creator that's ate several bananas at once, used an awakening gem on Wolverine by accident, and went 24 hours live. Introducing the Bean Man. That probably wasn't a good trailer voice, but Obidon, I gave it my best. Thank you for the buck, dude. Yeah, I've made a couple trailers in the past. I think I made one for... I remember making one for Labyrinth. I can't remember if it was the regular runs or the speed runs. I think it was when I tried to do a speed run. I made one for like the Summoner Showdown. Before the showdown started. And that one was more of a joke one because I didn't think I was going to take it too seriously. I ended up playing the first round fairly seriously when the opponent was Silver Surfer, and I was trying to get the fastest time with Medusa. I couldn't string together a full run though. I was only getting like half runs that were super fast, but couldn't get the full run. That's where Happy McMuffins qualified for Summoner Showdown. Pretty sure it was Happy that qualified for that one. Baldy, I have Hulkling at rank 4 unawakened. Baldy, he slaps by quite often, or slips, whoops. He slips by quite often as they think he's only rank 3, and he doesn't need his awakening. But that's true. Shalirim, you make a good point. I forgot about that. Mine is unawakened, and that is going to keep his PI down quite a bit. So yeah, you're right. Maybe he would slip by a pretty good amount at rank 4. Certainly possible. Don't throw it, Hulk. There you go. I want to see that special. Was beyond decent? Oh, was it? Man, excuse me, sorry. Bean Man should be new account challenge name. I already have a name for the next new account. It is not going to be Bean Man. I'd be surprised if Bean Man was even available. I feel like that name would be taken, but perhaps not. When do Alliance War rewards come out? Wait. Oh, Cloud of Contempt. Medusa rank 4. I don't even have a 6-star Medusa, I don't think. But that'd be pretty cool. Honestly, I'm pretty jealous of Kat's rank ups, where she's got the full royal family ranked up at rank 4. Even though I guess I'm not that big on Karnak in game. But, you know, I had that poster for the longest. I still think he's a cool character. Black Bolt was one of my... he was my favorite Cosmic Champion. Pretty sure I say that in the older videos. When I, like, first start popping open 4-stars and I'm putting up, like, the most wanted. Because, yeah, there weren't that many good Cosmic Champs back then. And I didn't have OG Thor at the time, so I didn't know how crazy he was. When I first started playing the game, at least. And then, yeah, the other Cosmic options, they were trash, man. Black Bolt actually was decent compared to... He still wasn't great, but, like, if everybody sucks, you know, it doesn't take much to stand out. So yeah, it'd be cool to have the royal family ranked up, man. It'd be cool just to have sets in general. Like the Fantastic Four is another one. That'd be cool. BG, have you ever considered making a tier list? I'm not really into tier lists. I feel like I used to get into a lot of trouble saying stuff like that because for some reason people thought that only Seaton had a tier list. Because his was just so much more popular than everyone else's. And I think that's where a lot of the perceived came from, even though there was no beef. But yeah, I've always hated tier lists. I don't think they make a lot of sense for a game like this. I consider each champ just to be a tool, and you just have to find the right tool for the job. I think you can have a tier list maybe for like specific content, and that might make more sense. But just like a broad tier list across the game, I'm just never really into it. At the same time, I totally get trying to boil down the game into a more digestible package, because MCOC is very complicated, man. Like, it's a simple little mobile game. You tap and swipe here and there, you know what I mean? But there is so much to these champions. And all the interactions and the nodes and stuff like that. So, I get trying to make a tier list, but I just never enjoyed them. And that remains true to this day. Remember OG Ms. Marvel? She was great at the time. Actually, yeah. I think it was Cap Marvel that people used instead of Ms. Marvel. Although, I don't think there's much difference if they were on equal footing, but I think Captain Marvel got used more because she was available as a 6-star. I think she was in like the original pool of 6 stars. And Captain Marvel, not Kamala Khan, Captain Marvel. Wait, is she Captain Marvel or Ms. Marvel? Whatever. Either way, Captain Marvel, some people used her to get through like Labyrinth of Legends. People used her for Legends runs to get their Legends titles. Talking about the Rooster. Right? Because she had that kind of chicken head haircut, I think. Maybe I don't know what a chicken looks like or a rooster looks like. But I'm talking about, yeah, this one. And by today's standards, she's like one of the worst champs in the game, right? PG, did Cien leave MCOC because of the beef you guys had? I think the real downfall of the real falling out. Here's what happened. I've told this story a few times, so some of you guys already know. But it breaks my heart thinking about it every time. Okay? Because you know how he had that shed, right? I lived in the basement of that shed for years. And then what happens? One day, I come up for some water, some fresh air, maybe a little bit of sunlight, and the place is empty. He up and freaking moved. He didn't even tell me. I'm left there in the basement, you know, the heat's turned off and all that, freezing my ass off, trying to, you know, make do with the situation, with what I could do, but it was just never the same. Of course, I had to eventually move out. And then, yeah, ever since then, you know, the relationship is just not as strong. And you know, this game, it lives and dies on the, you know, the relationships you make with your alliance mates and other people, you know. So many people say, play this game, continue to play it for the friends you made along the way, all that stuff. Well, when you move out on someone, you lose friendships. Lose interest. Are you planning on using your units on greater banquet crystals? The GBCs? No. Some. Yeah, I'll get like some milestones and stuff, but no. The OG Ms. Marvel still has one of the most out of place / weird / funny in-game champion bios. Interesting. I'm curious. We'll go look at the bio after this. Nice whiff on that slap, Doom. God, who did this? Who's putting Doom in the arena? Oh, I hate fighting this guy, man. Bad enough we gotta fight him in Battlegrounds so much and Alliance War and all that. Don't put this guy in the frickin' arena. He pops the special. Go look at the rewards for hitting all the solo milestones. I'll look at it when it's in game. I've looked at it before. Oh, Cap Marvel. That's who we're looking at. Wait, why am I scrolling down so much? Here we go. Let's see. The bio. Air Force pilot Carol Danvers' life changed course when she was caught in an explosion with an alien Kree craft. She gained superhuman powers of strength, flight, and the ability to fire bolts of energy. I mean, that all sounds pretty cool. Remember both the Avengers and the Guardians of the Galaxy. Wait, what? She's the Guardians of the Galaxy? Carol inspires many by living the motto, we will be the stars we were always meant to be. Is this weird? I don't know if it seems fine. Oh, Ms. Marvel. Oh, my bad. Okay, Ms. Marvel. I was trying to figure out what was weird about that. Okay. Let's see. Oh my god, wait, is it the same? Former Air Force pilot, Kree-enhanced warrior, and manipulator of cosmic energy, Carol Danvers has seen her fair share of incarnations. And while she has now proudly earned the mantle of Captain Marvel, fans will also happily remember her times as the original Ms. Marvel. Feels like it's written with a different perspective. And I guess that is a little weird. Where it's like talking more about how fans know her. And it has that kind of vibe to it. That's a little weird. What is Kamala Khan? Self-proclaimed nerd and massive Captain Marvel fan, Kamala Khan discovered something utterly amazing when the Terrigen mist... Oh man, all these mists. I still remember those quests. Fell upon her hometown of Jersey City. Yeah, shout out to Jersey. The cosmic mist reacted to her inhuman DNA, triggering her superhuman transformation through the process that the Inhumans called Terrigenesis. Kamala soon discovered she had amazing powers to stretch and alter her body. Shout out to... what's the dude from Street Fighter? Oh, man. Trying to give him a shout out, I can't. Dalsum, right? That was the name? Which she now uses to protect others, just like her hero, Carol Danvers. Okay. That's cool. Alright, that's enough reading, man. I didn't download this game to read. Let's go fight. I don't even know who the F let you into this alliance if you aren't planning on hitting the solo milestones. Abdo! I said I'm gonna get some of the milestones. What the heck? Besides, I've seen some of the alliance. I've seen some of the members of this alliance. I don't think they're gonna hit every milestone. Did you saying Carl/Carl? Oh, for Carol? I don't know. Maybe I was saying Carl Danvers. But in my head I was saying Carol Danvers. Maybe I didn't enunciate it well enough. So again, the milestone and gifting solo event is the 5-star relic. That means I don't have to waste 2k extra units for that BS. I want some relics, man. No shoutouts to Jersey. Gross. Abdo, you ever been there? I can't remember. I honestly can't remember. Have you ever been to New Jersey? I'm gonna tell Gloria Man, dude. I saw him in the Alliance. At this point, there's probably more people from New Jersey in this Alliance than any other state. I might be wrong. I don't know. That's quite the assumption. I don't know where people are from. Who's putting Fury in here now, man? I'll deal with these champions. Give me double points if I gotta fight you twice. Should have heavy attacked him there. Read 12 pages of notes before an Act 8 fight, and you'll like it. Oh, I know. Ugh, don't remind me. I gotta do Act 8. I think I'm gonna do Act 8. Should have saved for a special too. What am I doing? I think I'm gonna do Act 8. Excuse me. When I get back from visiting family, and by that I just mean sometime in January, man. I don't know, but I'd like to get Act 8 done. I'd like to get the rewards from it. Plus, you know, I don't really mind falling behind a bit in the story because I'm just not that interested in it. But like, if I save it all, let's say all of Act 8 comes out, you know, a year from now, whatever, and I haven't even started it. Oh man, that's gonna feel bad. So I don't like being more than like a chapter behind. Usually, at least. I didn't download this game to read. Somebody please get this to the development team. Oh, man. Did you have thought of making a video on relics and how to level them up to help out new players who might get relics early, or you're just going to level yours up and not show how? Jason Wild Bunch, there's videos out there if people need that information. If they just type into YouTube, like, you know, relic leveling or something like that. Like, let's do it right now. After this fight, at least. And we'll see what videos pop up. But I know they exist. So yeah, I don't plan on making them. And the videos... You know I don't make that many videos these days, right? So the videos that I do make, I want them to be the ones that I'm... most excited about making. Whether it's something a little stupid or actually something helpful or what, I don't know. But yeah, I gotta kind of pick and choose what I make rather than just making everything. Okay, MCOC Relic. Well, it's explained. That's what popped up in like the auto search. Okay, so let's see. I did make one video on relics myself, by the way. It was kind of like the... I was showing... Like, before they came out, I was explaining, like, all the different details on the screen. I feel like I did a more detailed job than... No offense, than other people, just because I, you know, put a little more effort into it than my average videos. Anyway, now that relics are out... Yeah, we've got guides here. Basic guide to relics. Relics demystified. How to use relic champions. Everything you need to know about relics in 15 minutes. And then, yeah, this was mine here. 7 stars and relics explained. But that was before they came out, whereas these other ones, they're live in game. They could show more examples. Okay, Yuki with the 56 months. Yuki, thank you, dude. Saying, Brian, just remember to not pop your GBCs too early. There's a cooldown period before you can contribute to the Alliance event. Yeah. I'm really gonna have to try my hardest not to pop those early, because you guys know me, Mr. Punctual. I always say that the early bird is a worm or something like that. So it's gonna be difficult, but I'm gonna have to wait just a little bit. Yeah, that's good advice for everyone else too. If you just changed alliances, double check those events. Campo's relic video is the best. I haven't seen it, but I've heard that from a few people. So yeah, seems like a good recommendation. By the way, Baldy, don't know if you saw it already, but week 5 of Eternity Pain Acceptance has been confirmed to go live in January. I did see something about that. So here's the thing. There was actually a conversation, I think I'm allowed to say this, that spurred Discord. Because I remember one day someone saying like, oh yeah, it's already, content creators already know it's a thing, right? We definitely didn't know because yeah, people were asking in the chats like, is there going to be a week 5? And then I think that's what you know, prompted Kabam to make the announcement, because everyone was like, you know, where's week 5, or is week 5 coming, you know, Wednesday, or is there a week 5? No one really had an idea what was going on. Where's the announcement, though? You know, it's unimportant. It's coming in January, they said. So, yeah. I don't think they wanted to say. The original kind of wording in the chats was like, there is no week 5, you know? And then everyone was so disappointed. get some 6 stars in. Should I use all my units on the banquet event being uncollected? All offers otherwise is pretty weak. It's a little hard to say. Like, probably not. If you're uncollected, like, do you already have all of your masteries unlocked and stuff like that? Well, I mean, actually, this is a good time to buy mastery cores. So, sort of, I would say. I think getting the milestones is where the efficiency ends. So, if you have enough units to, you know, get the milestones, then yes, spend them on mastery cores, not crystals, and unlock masteries. I did that for many years. That's what I was, you know, showing in my videos for years until I unlocked everything. If you don't have the units to get all the masteries, I mean, I'm sorry, all the milestones, that's fine. Just get, you know, what you can. Maybe stop at like a good cutoff point in the milestones. But yeah, I wouldn't push beyond the milestones. Actually, yeah, that's going to be my announcement in general chat. Is not pop or buy crystals before your 14-day wait period is up. And also, don't give Brian anything. It's not funny. I forgot that that's actually a thing that's going to happen again. And for Loki, I feel like I got trolled a bit still, but most people understood, like, they're just wasting their units. I'm not going to claim the stuff. It's going to expire. But now we're dealing with other people that may not have been playing together as long. And may think, oh, it is funny. I'll just send this stuff. I mean, the thing is, you can send whatever you want. It's just not going to get claimed. The units are literally going to be flushed down the toilet. So it's really more of their loss. BG, out of all your new account challenges, which was your favorite? It's tough, man. I feel like I've enjoyed them all equally as much. But I mean, is that possible? Is that even possible? I don't know. There's things I remember about each one. I really enjoyed... Alright, so let's go through them. McFabio, that was the one with the purge, I believe, right? I think that was the one with the purge. Which that alone, like, I don't know, man. There's something about, like, I always say this is kind of the cheesiest thing, but I don't really care, man. Cheesy is interesting to me at times. Where, like, every account sort of tells a story, you know? Your account tells a story, my account tells a story. How did we get each one of these champs? All that good stuff. What did you have to go through to get it? And I didn't intentionally want to sell all my champs. It was just something I had to do in order to progress. There was no choice. It was a sacrifice that had to be made. And I feel like that was kind of an interesting fold in the story of that account. With Unzo, I really enjoyed kind of pretending to, you know, be a little more carefree with like spending and just, I don't know, man. Enzo is one of my favorite people on the planet. The dude's awesome. So it was just cool kind of getting to be even just a little bit like Enzo and pretending with Unzo. And kind of having like the celebration, you know, little video on the stream there. Finkeldink, it was really fun playing with, I mean, just the champions I get to play with too. They're different, right? So McFabio, I mean, I learned Sunspot. With Unzo, I learned Doom, that was the first time I played Doom, I think. Cap Marvel movie. Was it those? And then I think that turned into Proxima and sorry about the lag, but I think it turned into Proxima and Nebula with I think with McFabio it turned into what, Sentinel too. And then with Finkeldink it turned into I was using Howard the Duck with the Mr. Fantastic synergy. That was super fun. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I enjoyed them all kind of equally, just for different reasons. Howard, Karate Man, dude. We were talking more earlier about like who I want to rank for. Howard's on the list, man. I'm not even kidding. Howard is on the list. He's not awakened, which puts him further down on the list. If he was awakened, though, he might be like a top 3 pick for me for next rank 4. That's how kind of, you know, cool and just how much I enjoy Howard. He's just so different to play. And like manual mash 100% of the way. The auto mash I don't enjoy. If Howard, if the only thing about Howard was like auto mash, no, I wouldn't even consider him. It's the manual mash that makes it fun and also makes him powerful. He's not that strong with the auto mash. Totally messed up the order there. I didn't get a special too, but whatever. Serena, I wasn't paying attention. The challenge is harder now with all the old buffed champs. So can Yujo fix it? I don't think so. I think the challenge would be easier, but we just kind of move the goal, the ultimate goal, because there's more units available in the early game, and champs being buffed goes both ways. Like certain fights are more difficult, unquestionably, but it's also a little bit less reliant on pulling, you know, from a smaller pool of champions and relying on that randomness. You know, you have a higher chance of pulling someone that'll be useful in the challenge. Also, they nerfed the energy costs. This is huge, guys. Like, this is, I can't even tell you. A lot of the units on a new account challenge, because I'm not unlocking the more powerful masteries and stuff like that, a lot of the units that I get, they just go towards energy refills. And I believe the last time I did Act 4, it was already 2 energy per tile. Was it always 2 energy per tile for my new account runs? I'm trying to think. McFabio might have been 3. Bruce Banana, I'm not even counting, by the way, because Bruce Banana, that was just a 24-hour run, which was fun, and I would maybe do it again at some point, but like, such a long time ago, I don't even remember exactly what I did in that run. But all right, anyway, Act 5, in I believe every single one of my previous runs, I believe it was 3 energy per move. And then Act 6 the same. I think it was all 3 energy. So cutting down a third of the energy cost saves a lot of energy refills. And then I could put those units elsewhere. A lot of units towards the end, it does go towards revives and stuff like that, but you know, just being able to have those resources available to maybe push through some of the fights where I don't have a good option and I just got to, you know, make it work somehow, some way. Having that stuff, it's huge, man. And then I'm just going to have more units in general because I'm going to 100% explore Acts 1 through 4 on the next new account too. That's the part I'm most excited about for the next run, is just having like a lot more to fuel it, I would say. The vehicle is if we consider like the champions the vehicle, well, that's been changed too, and you know, improved in certain ways with, you know, champion buffs. but overall it somewhat counteracts itself with yeah, like the other person said, having more difficult fights sometimes. But the fuel that drives it, the units, that is just a pure buff. Jugs. Oh, Jugs is another rank up candidate, by the way. Jugs as your top champs in a new account would be so cool. I don't think even the AI can handle is unstoppable. Yeah, I would love to have Jugs on a new account or just rank him up on my main account. I don't know how important Mystic Dispersion is for Jugs. On like a new account, it's probably not that big a deal, right? But I don't know, maybe it is. I've only played the champ like twice since his buff, and both times I didn't know what I was doing. It was just against like lags in a 3-star match. BG, have you tried Marvel Snap? I haven't. If so, what do you think about it? I think it looks like a cool game. Just a little short on time to try a new game at the moment. That's all it comes down to. MD helps a little in Battlegrounds if you have him awakened. Oh, in Battlegrounds, Mystic Dispersion I'm sure helps a lot. But I'm talking about like in just like general questing situations. But a lot of Jugs damage comes from like a you know, big special 2s, I think, right? If you could just get to this special 2 faster, I mean, more damage. I guess I don't know the ratio of damage from his regular hits to his specials. I'm just kind of assuming based on the limited footage I saw. Experience. Just joined, got a message. Don't forget you're a mod on this channel. You can time out, hide, and block people. Are they saying I need to mod harder? Dysentery Joe, you mod exactly as hard as you should. Do not feel the need to ban people. BG, when's that crystal opening? Tomorrow. I'm sorry I didn't get it out today. I'm excited for it too. It takes a lot of time to open all those crystals and edit it down. I got a 4-star Jugs for a new account challenge, and honestly, he sucks a bit because there's a poop ton of non-damaging debuffs in Act 4. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I mean, how does it work with them? Non-damaging debuffs? What is it, like prevent is unstoppable or something? I really don't know the details, but I know it does something to him. Does it give him a weakness? Maybe it gives him a weakness. Is that what it does? ABG just reached my first ever SIG 200 on a champ. Nice. And it's King Groot. Well, that's a good one to have SIG 200. Hail to the king, baby. Robert, that's awesome. Debuffs turn him into a potato. Okay, okay. Yeah, that actually would suck on a new account run. Although he's a mystic villain, and I mean, I'm not entirely sure how important it is to do a back issues quest on the next new account run. I'm gonna have to kind of play that by, you know, in the moment, by feel of it. But I may try to push without completing a back issues quest for the next run. With some of the changes and stuff like that, it may be more possible. That said, it may not be possible, and I might still have to get in there and try to get those rank up gems and all that stuff. We'll see. But yeah, I would still say those are, you know, some of the more accessible variants to complete. When do we get Battleground rewards? Probably not for a good bit. They got to clean up the leaderboard and all that. Tried to use Jugs on Can't Stop, Won't Stop Path and Act 6. Well, directly after a special one. Oof. Sorry about that lag. Rank 4 crotch? What? Rank 4 crotch. Nim or Doom, totally not for Battlegrounds. Who's crotch? Why am I drawing a blank on crotch? I don't know if I've heard people say a name is Sasquatch? Dude, I was thinking Sasquatch, but I was like, there's no way. There's no way someone calls Sasquatch crotch. Turns out, I guess that is a thing. Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Doom is really powerful. It's hard to argue against Doom, other than it may draw bans with this high PI or something. I think Sasquatch needs to be high sig in order to be a good defender. I don't think he needs sig 200, but I do think he needs to be fairly high sig at least. Okay, you said all sig 200. Okay, well that definitely helps. But yeah, I mean, I'd probably still say Doom. Cloud of Contempt saying Nimrod would be the way to go. I think, yeah, I mean, I think both of those champs are more important to have than Sassy. Maybe Nimrod is the way to go. I think I would still say Doom myself. But maybe Nimrod's the way to go. BG strongly considering a transfer at work this year. Dysentery Joe. I might go back to evening shift now that the kids are grown. Waking up early sucks without my good old work naps. Oh man, the work naps. I remember those. Used to talk about the work naps all the time. Okay. White Shadow with them 252 Australian bucks saying, "G'day, BG. Twitter, please." Sure. Let's see what we got over on the Twitterverse. Okay, 2 new rank 4s, taking the total to 13. Nice, man. Here's some good ones, especially this Planet Eater right here. Very nice. Let me ask you guys a question. Because, I mean, looking at this, I see, like, an offensive powerhouse and a defensive powerhouse. But I know Gallon, or at least I think Gallon is annoying defensively too, right? I think I've banned Gallon anytime I saw a 6-star Gallon. I'm pretty sure I just banned him outright. So I've never fought against Gallon in Battlegrounds. How hard is he to fight and counter, and like do you need a specific thing to counter him, whether it's class type or debuff or whatever? How difficult is it to counter Gallon? Because pretty soon, well, maybe I'll be banning him for a long time. I don't know. But at some point, I'm gonna have to, you know, let him through, not ban him. Or if I can get lucky and get him myself, then I wouldn't ban him. So I gotta learn more about him. Gallon is two-way AF. Gallon is really good if you don't have the right counters. If they don't have a hard Gallon counter, he will kill them. Okay, so what's the... Gallon stays at rank 3. He's too strong already and gets banned already. Mordo and I think Mojo are pretty good against Gallon. Interesting. What is it specifically that makes those champs good against Gallon? All right, Drew with the 11 bucks. Drew, thank you very much, dude. Just saying, so close, dude. Almost the 1-year anniversary. About to have a banana bush to your name. Drew, thank you, dude. 11 months. So, yeah, you must have hit that member button at like the beginning of 2022. All of 2022. Dude, thank you for the continued support, man. You need neutralize to hard counter him, or a champion who can spam specials to keep his mass under control. Oh, so spamming specials keeps his mass lower? Stealing his power and removing his buffs helps a lot. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to keep banning him for now. But, okay. Fate Seal and Nullify immune. Oh, dang. Well, yeah, okay, so that is... That does sound very annoying. Alright, White Shadow sent over another 252 saying, forgot to add the rest of the tweet. Was there more? Oh, okay, I see. It was a separate tweet that you just sent. Let's see. This is the 13 rank 4s. Battlegrounds deck is taking shape. Dang, dude. That prestige. Okay. Yeah, you've got some very high prestige champs in here as well. No wonder that number's so high. Vulture. White Shadow, let me ask you a question. How does your Vulture do in Battlegrounds? I imagine he doesn't really do a whole lot defensively. He's more of an offensive champ. Although he's what, Incinerate immune or something? So, well, no, I don't know how much that wouldn't really matter. If Vulture hits you, that's the only thing about him. If you get get clipped by his special 2 or something like that, you're kind of done for. But other than that, he's pretty easy to fight, right? But yeah, I'm kind of curious about Vulture specifically and how he performs for you. Not every champ needs to be Gallon either. But still curious. And dude, thank you for another 252. PG, which Arena Crystal to open / gamble for units? Which do you think is the best? Whatever's the highest one you can get. If you really need units, like, now, the lower ones will have, like, more opportunity to average out. But in the long run, they all average out to the same amount of units. So yeah. I pop the uncollected ones for the most part, just because I like to pop a crystal at the end of the stream. But if I wasn't doing that, then I would be just popping the, is it Thronebreaker? I think it's Thronebreaker, right? They don't have the Paragon one. I would just be popping those, personally. PG, do you want to be in any chats, like a Battlegrounds strat chat, or just none at all? None at all, Abido. I would just fall too behind on it. I talk to you in line chat, and that's about it. so I don't really open line chat all that much, as you may be able to tell. I'm usually a little late getting back to you. Rintra, obviously a super hard counter. Dude, I gotta get my hands on a Rintra. That's what I need. UG, would you ever make a guide on King Groot? Recently started using mine after duping him 3 times naturally. Don't know his rotation. I don't know if I would make a full video on him, but all 3 of his specials are good. You basically just do 5-hit combos. All 3 of his specials are good. They just do different things. Special 1 does the armor break. Special 2 does the poison. And special 3 will heal yourself. So it kind of just depends on what you need. Special 2 does the most damage. So if you're just purely looking for damage, just go special 2. If you need debuffs, or just to break the opponent's armor for whatever reason, right? Sometimes they just, if there's an armor break or if there's an armor up buff on them, it really sucks, right? So I would pop a special one. The only other thing that you really need to know is like, you kind of want to manage the timing of when you throw your specials. So, for example, let's say like, because you want to throw your specials when you have Furies up. For every single one of your specials, you want to have a Fury buff active at the time of throwing it. And let's say you want to throw a special too, because that's what's going to deal the most damage. But by the time you get to a special 2, your Fury buff is about to expire, or looks like it's about to expire. So you can't really throw your special 2, and then you have to keep the fight going. So, you know, by the time you your Furies come back around, well, now you're at a special 3, and you didn't really want to be there, right? Because you also want to hit the opponent while you don't have your Furies up, because that's what will give you more Furies. So sometimes, even if you want to throw a special 2, you have to manage your power meter by throwing a special 1. So that way, by the next time you build back up to a special 2, you'll have all your Furies and you can unleash hell. And yeah. I hope that made sense. Of course, it's easier to put into a visual guide with a video and all that, but it takes more time to make a guide than just kind of explain it. So, little compromise. Hope that helps at least a little bit. Okay, hold on. White Shadow. Let's see if you ever said. Here we go. Brian, he's not a defender. Yeah, no, I know. It's kind of what I was saying too, but I just it's just funny the way he said that. Okay, has drawn out a few bans for some weird reason. Interesting. Maybe people, just the unknown, dude. The unknown is terrifying. I banned so many champs just because I don't know enough about them. I'm like, oh god, this is their secret weapon. All right, he's actually so strong against the annoying mutants, APOC, etc. Okay. That's cool. That's cool, that's cool. All right, Under Mothers. Yeah, no, we're a buck. Under Mother, thank you very much. Saying, Brian, I was going to do Abyss, but 8.2 is coming soon. Yeah, Abyss is dead. I don't recommend anyone step foot into the Abyss. Unless you've already completed all content. By the way, poll for next rank 4, please. Angela, Misty, Gamora, or Titania. Also, Latvian Guillotine coming. Time to save shards. Yeah, you kind of need that, huh? All the guillotines must be yours. All right, let's see. I can certainly do this poll. Let me type it in. Who to rank 4? Angela. Oh my god, dude, this keyboard. It seriously typed 3 A's at the start of Angela. I gotta fix it, man. The A key specifically does it the most. Okay, Misty, Gamora, and then Titania. Okay. The poll is now live. Please decide Under Mother's fate. Or at least give him a little bit of a nudge. He'll be a decent defender next Battlegrounds season. Oh, Vulture? Because the armor up buff, right? Yeah. So after my stream, I didn't want to cook and really wanted to DoorDash some Taco Bell or something. Dude, doesn't that cost like 40 bucks a taco? Instead, I buckled down and cooked a steak and asparagus. Nice. Healthy ain't easy, but damn, it's more tasty. Yeah. Proud of you, Abby Doe. I haven't been making great food decisions lately myself. So no judgment towards, you know, it probably sounded pretty judgy of being like, oh, isn't that so much money per taco? But I didn't mean it like that. I just meant like, damn, sucks that it costs that much. But yeah, proud of you for cooking. All right, this poll is going the way of Titania. think we've let it live and breathe long enough. We've got about 80 votes at the moment. Half of which have gone to Titania. Almost half, at least. Angela is next. Gamora coming in third with only 11% of the vote, and Misty with 7%. I feel like, knowing Under Mother, that means he's going to be ranking up Misty next. Yeah, 46% Titania, 35% Angela, 10% Gam Gam, 7% Misty. That's what it officially ended at. I don't know what Under Mother's going to do, but I feel like Titania is not all that well represented at the moment, so it'd still be a unique choice. For now, at least. Maybe that'll change as more people get the champion. I don't know. But yeah, Titania's a champ I can't even really think about because, well, just don't got it. Now I could do DoorDash for like 25 to 30 bucks, but it's about health, not cost for me. I mean, no. Now, I would never say this to someone in a normal situation. However, you have expressed to me and others that currently you're without employment. Maybe cost should be part of it just a little bit. But I agree. Health is more important than cost, always. It's just sometimes you don't really have the luxury. Sometimes the cost does matter that much. I DoorDashed some Taco Bell yesterday. It was so worth it. It was only like $22 in total. God. $22. Oh my God, for Taco Bell. I mean, I used to get a lot of tacos at Taco Bell. Well, I guess I had different phases. There was one phase of Taco Bell where I was just like, you know, I just started working. So I really had not much money to my name. And I was trying to save up for drum stuff. I had a drum set, but it was really crappy, and I didn't have double pedals yet and all that good stuff. So all the money I could save working basically minimum wage at a clothing store, I didn't want to spend it on food, you know? So I would get like two, I think they were called Grande Soft Tacos. They were like $1.50 each. After tax, it was like $1.39 each or something like that. So yeah, and they stuffed the hell out of those things. It was kind of gross. It was just, I think it was just, you know, like the ground beef, and they had that cheese that was like the kind of nasty nacho cheese. Like, nacho cheese tastes good in the right quantities, but that thing was just kind of stuffed with it, and man, it made you feel sick. Straight up. So, but I had two of those, and then, you know, had a little bit more money to my name, still, like, you know, living at home. So I didn't have to pay rent, but I had a better job, and I was able to get the, what is it, man? The cheesy gordita crunches. Oh, the cheesy gordita crunches. I'll just get 3 or 4 of those. So yeah, it was already costing, I don't know, like 10 or 12 bucks. I wonder what that would cost on DoorDash. I don't know. I've never used DoorDash or any of those. I just know it can make it pricey. I also kind of refuse to have like any food delivery, man. I always went and picked it up. Mostly stopped eating fast food chain stuff. If I eat out, it's Jersey Mike's, cheese steak shop, or a hole-in-the-wall type place. Had a great chicken Sammy yesterday. Hell yeah, dude. Sandwich always good. Did you used to work at Hot Topic? Awesome. No, I didn't work at Hot Topic. I worked at, it was a It was a chain place. I don't know if they're in business anymore, or at least the one I worked at went out of business. It was called Bob's. Which yeah, it was, I don't know, it's just like a family clothing store kind of place. Very basic. Think maybe Kohl's is probably a good comparison. That maybe is more well known. Because I think Bob's was like, I don't know, there's maybe like 15 locations on the East Coast or something like that. But yeah, it's basically just another version of Kohl's. All right, Messiah, Saturday 5 cent. I question your taste of food, BG, and Abdo. And Abido, really? I understand questioning my taste in food, man. I weird. I'm not gonna deny that. I'm okay with it. I've accepted it. But Abido? I feel like Abido, got a pretty normal taste in food. Abido, you eat pretty much everything? That's kind of always what I imagined, you know. I feel like working in a restaurant would expand horizons, where you pretty much try everything, eat everything. Maybe I'm wrong in that though. I've never worked in a restaurant. Some chat of BG, just wondering if there's going to be a guild boost this year. What do you mean by that? Not sure what you mean, Poe. Oh, is that gold boost? Maybe that's gold boost. It was G-I-L-D. I thought that was a typo for guild, which I just thought you meant, you know, alliance. Okay, if you're saying gold boost, no. Yeah, what Scarco said. They ended the gold boost. They made it a permanent. They just buffed the base value of the gold crystals. That's it. Tacos, quotes from Taco Bell or no tacos. This is coming from a Mexican. It doesn't matter, man. No one, I don't think anyone's trying to argue that Taco Bell is authentic or the highest quality or the best tasting and stuff like that. You know? It's Taco Bell. And nothing more. Messiah, thank you for the 5, by the way. Oh, you're saying no beef, no pork. Okay, that's what you're talking about, Messiah. Okay, gotcha. ABG, after like 30 featured, I have finally pulled Quicksilver and Maw. New Year came early this year, dude. Nice, man. Grats. Yeah, man. Maybe I should put Maw. I don't know. I actually would really love to have a rank 4 Maw. I am afraid that he will get banned, but I want to use him like offensively too. I just feel like it'd be fun. Maybe it wouldn't be that fun in the end. I don't know. Maybe that's just in my head. Maybe the idea of it is fun, and maybe in practice I wouldn't enjoy it all as much. Like, I have a ton of fun with Sorcerer Supreme, and that's why I ranked her up. And like questing content and stuff like that, and certain battleground matches, I have fun, but you know, I was new when I ranked her up. Yeah, there's other champs that are stronger. And sometimes just having the strongest champ is the fun champ too. Have rank 4 Maw, he gets banned most of the time. Obidan, yeah, I'm not surprised. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to rank him up then. Not right away. I still want to get him to rank 3, but that's where he'll sit. Superman gets my comments. Get that you like tacos, but you gotta try real tacos BG. Then you'll know heaven. What did Superman say? No BG, it does matter. That's an insult to compare Taco Bell tacos to authentic Mexican tacos. I mean, okay, so here's the thing. I get that it may feel insulting, but like every culture has that kind of food. I guess that's kind of the perspective I'm taking. Like if it was just one culture where their food was kind of, you know, bastardized into some hot garbage that, you know, can be sold in chains across the country from, you know, some frozen mess or whatever it is, right? Like I feel like that'd be pretty messy. But like that's how every culture's food is. And I feel like the authentic is always better and stuff. But the convenience and the speed, I don't know. It matters, obviously, right? So, like, I get it. Maybe saying it doesn't matter. Maybe that was a poor choice of words on my part. Sorry. I probably could have worded it better. But my point was just that, you know, of course the authentic stuff's gonna be better. It always is. But I still think it's okay to call something like a taco. You know, it's what it's known as, even if it's not the authentic taco, or pizza, or you know, whatever else. Yeah, we muck up everyone's food to appease American terrible palates. Panda Express, all our pizza chains. That's what we do. I mean, I don't even know if it's our palates. I think it's just the convenience factor and like cost savings and stuff. I think I don't know. Maybe it actually tests better to have some. I don't know. Maybe somehow it is better. I don't know. Look, I've been to Mexico many times, growing up with Mexican family members, and Taco Bell is still tacos. Just not good compared to authentic, but Mexican is still my favorite, so better than most. Yeah. Like, I don't go to Taco Bell, by the way. I stopped going to Taco Bell 15 years ago, roughly. And my favorite restaurant was my favorite restaurant in New Jersey was a place called Grill Creations, which was just a family-owned Mexican restaurant. Because, yeah, Mexican food is my favorite food, but anyway. I feel like we're getting caught up in maybe some semantics here. I didn't mean to make it sound like I'm dismissing authentic food. What would you say is a U.S. national food, by the way? I don't know. I'll be honest, man. I've never really cared about. I just see the world as one world, you know. And it probably sounds like so dumb saying it. Like I'm not trying to be like, oh yes, we're all together and see no color or you know race or I'm not saying it like that. Okay, I'm not saying it like that. I have eyes. Yeah, I have a nose. I can smell different foods and taste different foods and whatever, right? But I've just never really cared of like what is supposed to be like from my area of the world versus someone else's area of the world. Yeah, it's just food. I've never cared much about food. BG, the only thing I loved more than your video today was Slayer of Gods cheering you on. It was so cute. It was pretty cute. BG doesn't see color. See, I mean, that's what I mean by it probably sounded something like that, which is not true. Like, of course. You see, you know, you see everything. It's just, I don't know, man. I guess this is where I'm coming from. I don't have a sense of ownership on anything. Maybe that's a better way of putting it. Even like within, like, you know, just the United States, I've never really like had like a sense of ownership of like, oh, something comes from New Jersey. Maybe that like to a little bit. I did just shout out Kamala Khan coming from New Jersey, but that was more of like, I don't actually care. I've never watched sports. I've never had a sports team that I'm like, oh yeah, man, I like this sports team because they're local to me. It's more of that kind of thing, I guess. But of course, I see all that stuff and recognize that certain things come from different parts of the world. Anyway. Give the man beans and he will be happy. Yeah, exactly. Just give me some beans. Ollie, how do you know when the moon is broke? When it's down to its last quarter. Schlerim. Terrible. Boo! Why don't you go take a lap around the moon? It didn't make any sense. It doesn't matter. It doesn't need to make sense. The smell! The smell comes from Jersey. Listen, I've been to a lot of places. Well, fewer places than most, I'm sure. But I've been to, I don't know, 20 of the 50 states at least. Every state has an odor. Every state smells. Some of them just smell good. All right? Get past it. Point is, they all smell. Milk steak and rum ham, probably the official USA cuisine. There you go. Authentic North American food, that would be Native American diet, which definitely includes beans and meat. Good stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough about like where food is even grown. I just never really cared. Says the Knicks fan. FYI, I'm happy you said you were a Knicks fan. That's my team. Touche a little bit. They weren't in New Jersey, though. Yeah, they were the East Coast, but... I was also a fan of other teams. Here's the thing. I was a fan of the sport. And I feel like a lot of people are fans of the sports. But you're almost like, you know, looked down upon at times, called like a bandwagoner or whatever, right? For being a fan of another team because they're having like a really good season. And you're like, oh, you're not really a fan. It's got to be your hometown or something like that. But yeah, I did want the Knicks to win. So, fair enough. But at this point, I don't have any sports teams. I would say I'm not a fan of any team at this point. Washington smells like fish and pine trees. I don't know what Washington smells like. It just smells like everything's wet. It smells like lightning bugs, even though there's no lightning bugs. Wait, are there lightning bugs? I don't think I've seen lightning bugs here, but I don't know that I've really looked for them. Any team besides the Mariners and Seahawks, obviously. Well, okay. I will say this. I can't call myself a fan of the Mariners, but now that I'm in Washington, I know people who are fans of the Mariners, of course, right? So, like, there is part of me that just wants to see the people around me happy. So, like, I do want the Mariners to win, but it's just slightly, like, you know, I feel no emotion whether they win or lose, other than just wanting my friends to be happy. And I think that's always how it's been. Like, my dad is a Giants fan, so, like, you know, I want to see him happy. So if there was a football team that I would want to see win, it would be the Giants, which I guess was also local to, you know, where I grew up. But it's only for the people around me. Otherwise, I would have zero care at this point. AJ, I have a question. Do you think CGR would be a good option on Mantis in Sabotage at the Mantis House Master? That was a mouthful. I don't know. Gonna need a second opinion on this. I don't know really anything about Mantis yet, so I'm not sure. There's lightning bugs in Washington if you mean fireflies. Well, that'd be dope. I feel like you're doing exactly, you know. We're just circling back to the authentic conversation. Why can't I just call it a lightning bug? I'm typing into Google lightning bug, and I'm gonna see what pops up. Surprise, surprise. It's not like Google's like, oh man, I don't know what that is. They are soft-bodied beetles, commonly called fireflies, lightning bugs, or glowworms. But if you want to get real technical, they're from the family. Okay, bad example because I don't know how to pronounce these words. Okay, shut up. But let me just say lightning bug. BJ, I don't know if you already covered this, but when does Battleground results come out? I don't know. They have to kind of clean up the leaderboard and get rid of all the cheaters and stuff, or as many as they could find. So maybe a week, something like that. Lightning bugs are the same as fireflies. Local colloquialism. Did I say that right? Colloquialisms are fun. Yeah. What time is it for you? Surprised you're streaming this late. This is the same time I always stream. It just hit 11 p.m. here, so I'm going to be ending the stream pretty soon, but I stream every day from, like, I say 9 o'clock is my start time, 9 p.m. Pacific, but really it's like 9:20. And then, yeah, it's usually a 2-hour stream. I can't always stay late, so it's usually like an hour and 50-minute stream, something like that. Sometimes less, sometimes more. Fireflies all the way. What is a lightning bug anyway? Dude, lightning bug sounds cool. Firefly also sounds cool. I'm not even trying to make an argument there, all right? I'm just saying they both sound cool. Are you really going to tell me that lightning bug doesn't sound like an awesome bug when there's other bugs out there that are like termite. Bad example. Termite also sounds kind of cool. Damn it, dude. Whoever named bugs, they came up with some good ones. But it doesn't look like it's on fire. It looks like there's electricity flowing in there, man. Like, you guys didn't do this as a kid. I would do this. I would do I would get like two like little plastic cups, right? Just like something you'd maybe use in like the bathroom to like rinse out your mouth or something like that. Even though you know, plastic probably not the best material to be thrown away like that. Anyway, we take like two clear plastic cups and you just go outside and you just like, you know, gotta put them around the bug so you can, you know, catch the bug Pokemon style. And then yeah, it would light up the whole container like lightning, like electricity does. It didn't look like fire. It didn't look like you were having a I mean, okay. There's two different types of lanterns, right? You got like the gas fire lanterns or whatever fuels it. And then you got the electric kind. And guess which one it looked like? I'm from New York and we always called them lightning bugs. Thank you, Dragon Dagger. To be fair, it's named Serenity, but it's a Firefly class ship. Listen, Terry Joe, I have no idea what you just said, but it sounded cool. It sounded like you know what you're talking about. For real, it does look like electricity instead of fire. Ishkode is fire. Praying Mantis. So many great insect names. Yeah, dude. Hercules beetle. There's a Hercules beetle? Here's the thing. I don't want to look it up because bugs kind of gross me out, you know? I don't really want to see bugs or be around bugs all that much. There was just a few exceptions, and lightning bugs were one of them. But yeah, that sounds awesome. Even just the name Beetle. There was a whole band named after, I mean, listen, if bugs didn't have cool names, then the entire 60s or whenever the Beatles were around, they wouldn't even have existed, you know? That's it. It would have been out of the history books. I'm pretty sure that's how time works. I'm no scientist, but I'm 99% certain an entire decade would have just not existed. Yes, I used to do that too, to catch fireflies, not lightning bugs. Were they on fire? They were LEDs back there, man. Did you read the one before it? Oh, Dysentery Joe. Was that a two-parter? Firefly is not a bug. It's the greatest ship in the verse, period. Okay, I don't know what that means. From back east, Chicago, to be exact. We always call them lightning bugs. I feel like it's one of those things where it's maybe it's soda versus pop, I guess. Bugs gross me out. Plays MCOC. Yeah. What do you mean? There's like 2 bugs in this. Oh, never mind. Listen to me, Zafar, and listen close. There has never been a single solitary bug in MCOC ever. Okay? I dare you to name even one bug in MCOC. You can't do it. There are no bugs in this game. It's been flawlessly coded by a company full of perfection and rainbows. 'Cause I think they have those in Canada. Wasp, Ant-Man, Mantis. Okay. We're not even talking about those bugs anymore. Yo, what's up, lags? Miss Battlegrounds? Same. Although this conversation would have never happened with Battlegrounds. So, I don't know. This conversation's been really stupid, but I enjoy it. We're talking about authentic food that somehow got to fireflies versus lightning bugs. I don't know, man. It's so dumb, and it's what I love. Mole Man? Okay, Mole Man is not a bug. I'm pretty sure a mole is a different species or genus or whatever it's called. Than a bug. You trying to get a god tier BG? A god tier? A god tier what? Just like a god tier champion? I'm just grinding some arena milestones. Crispy Wontons sent it over 15. Crispy Wontons, thank you very much. Saying, I don't know if I'm really lucky, but been meaning to genuinely ask for discussion. Okay. I see a lot of players complain about the bugs, but I get almost none. Maybe 1 or 2 a month. But is anyone else in my boat here? Well, Crispy Wontons, I think we can do a poll on that. And let's see how people feel. Okay. How should I word this? See, a lot of players complain about bugs, but I get almost none. Let's see. Do you notice bugs in MCOC? Let's say we'll give a few options. Very few bugs. Actually, maybe we should word it like this. Fewer bugs than in most games. Same amount of bugs in other games. Or this is the buggiest game of all time. Okay, MCOC is buggiest game of all time. Okay, there we go. All right. Let's do this. I would say, being serious, Crispy Wontons, I do notice a lot of bugs in this game. I don't think they're all like game breaking bugs, but I mean, we literally had a pop-up. Can I go to the mail? Does it show in the mail? Does it show in the updates? Here we go. Like, this literally popped up when I turn on. It pops up for everybody just turning on the game today. Where it freezes, like opening a crystal freezes your game. If you open the crystal the wrong way, it will freeze the game. So there was for months. There was issues with the game where I don't know if you would describe it as a bug or not. I mean, I guess so, right? Bug is kind of just anything working in a way that the devs didn't really want it to work. There was a few months where just running MCOC would overheat your device to the point where some devices were like they had to like shut themselves down in order to not deal catastrophic damage to the internals of your phone because the game would run that hot. Like you needed gloves, you needed oven mitts to play MCOC. I think it was during like the summer of 2018 or something. Yeah, I remember when my device would flame on. Yeah, exactly. So it varies so much. I would say most of the time when I'm playing, the bugs are kind of just things I kind of laugh at, poke fun at maybe. There's not that many times where it really ruined my experience with the game. But then there's other times where like yesterday, I was having the hardest. I couldn't explain it. It was with Rocket. It was with a couple other champs too, but like I noticed it the most with Rocket, where like I just couldn't control my character. And by that I mean like I'm swiping and nothing's happening. The thing is, I don't know if that was MCOC or if that was my phone specifically or what. So that might be part of it too, where it's like there's so many different devices that we play on. Sometimes it's very clearly, like in this case, something to do with MCOC itself. And other times it's like, man, I don't know. I've been playing on the same phone for years. Is it just that my phone is like too old and there's like, I don't know, man. So it's a little, honestly, this game is probably the buggiest game I've played. I put that as a little bit of a joke, little humor to the poll. But in all seriousness, I've probably noticed more bugs in MCOC than any other game I've played. At least any other game that I've played on like, you know, more than just like picked it up for a day and then never played again sort of thing. There's buggier games out there. I have no doubt about it. Even games that you wouldn't even think of as having bugs. If you watch someone like speed run a game and they just totally break the game in ways that the devs didn't expect, you know, all that stuff is bugs too. It's just, you don't usually encounter that stuff as much. Whereas in like MCOC, you enter a fight and yet sometimes you can move your character and sometimes you can't. So it's a little more important. Anyway, here's the results of the poll. 50% of people did say MCOC is the buggiest game of all time. 25% said fewer bugs than in most games. And then, yeah, an additional 25% said same amount of bugs in other games. So I'd say the average day is probably like same amount of bugs in other games. And then there are days where it feels really bad. And it does feel like the buggiest game of all time. I feel like it's somewhere that bounces in between those two for me. All right. Crispy Wontons, you also said, for context, I crash maybe once a month when I'm playing for 3+ hours. Input issues maybe twice a week, but never really costing me fights. I know I'm in the minority here, just curious. I used to crash on the hour, every hour, sometimes less than an hour. That went on for many months too, right? Where a lot of people had those issues. My game doesn't really crash anymore, so I think they fixed that. Yeah, I don't know. Some things, it's even hard to tell if it is a bug or if it is working as intended. I feel like that's one of the most frustrating parts for me about this game. It's like, I just don't know. The game is complicated in how so many different characters interact with one another, and then the nodes and stuff like that, right? And then the way things are worded is not always the most clear. Especially things that have to do with, you know, like ability accuracy and stuff like that. Some of those interactions can get pretty interesting, to say the least. But then you have characters that, like, for example, or like a recent example, I'll show a recent example and then an older example. All right. So Rocket, when he got buffed, reading his description, it sounded like it was going to be a mini version of Warlock, but I think there was something worded just different about the two. Where like because the wording wasn't consistent, it's like, man, you just don't know. Let me see if I could find it. Whenever the opponent would gain health while infected, Warlock power drains them. And then this one is, while under the effect of armor break debuff, they are passively heal blocked. Whenever the opponent would gain health from regeneration. So it's like, okay, is that health from a specific regeneration? Or is that, because this one doesn't use the word regeneration, So like it's a little weird. The older example that I'll go to is like, I thought Blade was bugged for the longest. Because Blade, he reduces ability accuracy. Right, against dimensional beings, reduces it by 40%, and then of course that's extended through, the synergies here. And what was happening is, at like, the Blade was most popular during like Act 5, right? And some of the nodes you find in Act 5, they're literally just like, at the start of the fight, you bleed for 60 seconds. They still have that, of course, in newer content, but they use that stuff like that less, it feels like. Whereas back then, you noticed it a lot more. You had a bleed at the start of the fight, you had a poison at the start of the fight, right? And he would just turn those nodes off. He would turn off any node. I thought that was a bug. I'm like, there's no way the devs ever would have wanted something like that to work, because that sounds stupid to me. But that's, I guess, how it was supposed to work. That, or they were maybe just too afraid to change it, because then you'll notice for other champions where things like that happen. Magnetism, it doesn't start until after the first second of the fight. That way, you can't disable the nodes before you even enter the match itself. Which leads me to believe it probably was a bug with Blade. They probably didn't want it to work that way, but they just kind of had to make do, because any change would have been a nerf, and then people would have lost their minds. So like, oh man, it's so tough trying to figure out, like, is something supposed to work a certain way? Is it not supposed to work that way? I don't actually know. Did I open up a crystal already? I think I did. We're gonna open another. So many unknowns. Not knowing whether or not you effed up or it was an input issue is probably the most frustrating part of the game, to be honest. Yeah. It's definitely up there for one of the most frustrating. Miss Jane read my last message. Now she's crying through a whole box of tissues. What? What's happening? Oh man, is there, you edited your page or something like that, Dysentery Joe? I have no way of looking at it. I used to be able to go to channels. Yeah, it doesn't give me the option to look up a channel anymore. It's so dumb. Used to do that. Yo, before you go, are you going to be streaming when you're back home or no? No, Abby Doe. I don't remember which days I'll be gone. I'll still be here tomorrow. It actually does in the 3 dots to the far right. It doesn't for me. I'll tell you what I have. I have pin message, report, remove message, put user in timeout, hide user on this channel, which is permaban, and then remove moderator, which it only says that one because I clicked on your name because you're a mod. But otherwise it would say add moderator. Those are my options. Which Maybe it's different if you're on a different device or a different browser, or I don't know, man. It's probably one of those things where like, or maybe it's because I'm in the dashboard. It might be because I'm in the dashboard and not in the actual live stream itself. Like, hold on, let me go into the live stream itself. Oh, dude, I'm using Chrome, by the way, for my. How the hell do I even go into the stream itself, man? You know what? It doesn't matter. It's pretty late at this point. I gotta wrap this up, man. So yeah, I'm gonna end it here, but I'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow, normal time. Before I go, shout out to Crispy Wontons for being tonight's biggest D. Crispy Wontons, thank you very much. Thank you all for the interesting conversations about tacos and bugs. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Night, everybody. Wait. Whoop, last second. Dragon Dagger sent it over $1. Dragon Dagger, thank you very much. At Onyx Olympian, cheers. Hashtag fellowship. That can't be it. Night Hollywood, can you raid? Oh, yeah, sure. If you guys want to continue the party, hold on, I'll grab a link. If you guys want to continue the party, you could head on over to Audie's Way. And there's the link in the chat. Scarco linked it as well. And with that little hashtag banana raid. Okay, all right, and yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow, though. Night, everybody.